A complete version would be extremely long, so the best approach is usually to write it arc by arc as a continuous story. Chapter 1. The beginning of the restriction. When Izuku Midoriya was 4 years old, the doctor gave him the worst news imaginable. "Your son is quirkless." The words shattered his dream, but the doctor wasn't finished. There is something else. He showed several scans. Every chart was abnormal. Muscle density, bone structure, neural activity, sensory processing, all beyond normal human parameters. The doctor adjusted his glasses. It's as though his body is compensating for the absence of a quirk. Neither Izuku nor his mother understood. Years later, the truth would terrify the world. While other children developed quirks, Izuku's body evolved. At age 6, he could hear conversations through apartment walls. At 8, he could see details from hundreds of meters away. At 10, he could dodge thrown objects without consciously thinking. At 12, he accidentally broke concrete while training. Nobody knew why. The answer was simple. Every ounce of potential that should have become a quirk had been redirected into the body, into the senses, into physical perfection, a heavenly restriction. Bakugo noticed first. The other kids feared his explosions. Izuku didn't. Not because he was brave, because he could always tell exactly when Bakugo would attack. Tiny muscle contractions, shifts in weight, changes in breathing. His body reacted before his mind did. The gap between them grew every year. Bakugo hated it. A quirkless. Nobody shouldn't be able to keep up with him, yet somehow Deku always did. Sludge Villain Arc. The day changed everything. Bakugo was captured. Heroes failed. The crowd watched helplessly. Then Izuku moved. No hesitation, no plan, just instinct. The distance vanished beneath his feet. One second he was standing among civilians. The next he was inside the danger zone. The sludge villain attacked. Izuku slipped between its tendrils. His senses mapped every movement, every opening, every weakness. He grabbed Bakugo, twisted, and launched both of them clear. The villain attempted to follow. Izuku punched. The impact created a shockwave. Windows shattered. The sludge body exploded apart. Everyone froze, even the heroes. Then All Might arrived. For the first time in years, the symbol of peace looked genuinely confused, because he had just watched a quirkless middle schooler perform something that looked impossible. UA Entrance Exam Arc. Most students relied on flashy quirks. Izuku relied on movement. The robots never touched him. Every attack seemed slow, predictable, like watching children fight underwater. One punch crushed a one-pointer, one kick folded a two-pointer. By the end of the exam, recovery teams were finding robots torn apart in ways engineers insisted shouldn't be possible. Then the zero-pointer appeared. Students fled. Ochako was trapped. Canon Deku would have broken his body using One for All. This Deku had no such power. He simply ran. The massive robot swung downward. Izuku jumped, and kept jumping, using debris, walls, falling metal. He reached the robot's head, then drove a kick straight through its central processor. The giant machine collapsed. The entire testing center stared. Nezu personally reviewed the footage 3 times, then 6 times, then 12. The conclusion never changed. Izuku Midoriya had scored among the highest applicants, without a quirk. Quirk apprehension test. Arc Aizawa expected a fraud. Instead, he found a nightmare. Erasure didn't work, because there was nothing to erase. Sprint speed, first place. Grip strength, first place. Standing long jump, first place. Endurance, first place. Ball throw, not first place. Momo and Bakugo still had superior ranged output, but Izuku's results still shocked everyone. He simply threw it harder than any normal human should be capable of. Aizawa spent the rest of the day silently reconsidering everything he thought he knew. Battle Trial Arc Bakugo finally got his chance. Hero versus villain. Midoriya versus Bakugo. The fight lasted less than 3 minutes. Bakugo attacked relentlessly. Explosions filled the building, smoke covered the hallways, but Izuku never got hit, not once. He moved like a ghost. Every punch landed. Every dodge was perfect. Every counter was devastating. The final strike left Bakugo unconscious. The class stared. Aizawa stared. All Might stared. And for the first time, Bakugo realized something terrifying. Deku wasn't chasing him anymore. Deku had already surpassed him. To continue properly through USJ, Sports Festival, Stain, Forest Camp, Camino, Overhaul, War Arc, Dark Deku, and Final War would require several more chapters of similar length. I can continue with Part 2, USJ to Camino Arc, as a continuous novel-style story if you'd like the full saga. Ads do not influence the answers you get from ChatGPT. Your chats stay private. Learn about ads and personalization. Continue with Part 2,